Brother, I'm Muslim, I can't go in.
No.
And look at the building, you can still, look at all them, oh my gosh. Look at the bullet holes in that building. We made it to the Olympic abandoned bobsled. Something that people hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles away would only dream to come and see something like this. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted me that opportunity, and I feel truly, truly blessed to be here right now. Subhanallah, I am just looking at the most beautiful view I have ever seen in my life, and wallahi, I am not joking when I say this, I have goosebumps right now. Assalamu alaikum. I've just landed here in Sarajevo, the capital of Bosnia. Now, I'm not a man of history myself, but there was something so special about the history of Bosnia that it was almost impossible for me to not come here. Now, not only does this place have an abandoned Olympic bobsled, it has a nuclear war bunker, pyramids, and even landmines that still haven't been exploded yet. So join me on this journey through Bosnia as we explore all of these crazy historic monuments across this country. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me on this journey. Now, I'll be real with you, I expected Bosnia to be a bit of a war-torn, Soviet-looking, Yugoslavian city, but upon seeing this, it's incredibly beautiful. I don't know if Google Maps is trying to get me in a bit of hot water, but it's telling me to walk this way, and it's leading me basically all through the back alleys of the apartments. And I'm a walking lick right now, I can't lie. Got my MacBook, everything, all of my clothes, my passport, all my money is in my bag, so I'm literally walking with a bullseye on me right now. If anyone's interested, anyone wants to take a chance. What a day for it. This is giving me like winter ski resort vibes. Bosnia, you've got it for every season. You got these beautiful spring lakes. You got the winter Alps, cottages over here. You've got it all. It's all good on paper, staying in these residential parts of town. But what am I going to do with my time? What am I going to do with spare time? Feed goats, start a family and try and settle down in Bosnia? No, I want action. But I've not booked a stay that says that. But I've only booked this apartment for 2 days, so to be fair, after those 2 days I could stay somewhere else basically. Where I'm actually going to be and what dates, no idea. I've not even booked a return flight home, in fact, so you know just as much as me at this point. So this is my gaff. Oh, hello. Yeah, this is my gaff. I was thinking, is this it? Look at this mansion. Now, I've only got an apartment here, but this looks fire. So, here we are. What does £20 get you a night in Bosnia? Well, let me show you. This apartment has blown my mind. Hey, £20? They only let me sleep in the bath for that price. Look how crazy this apartment is. It's so modern and beautiful. I will leave a link to this apartment in the description because people always ask me, oh, where was it you stayed? Give me the address for this. I will just put it in the description and save you. Actually, no, comment it because I want to get comments. So comment and I'll reply. Anyway, the woman who owns the apartment is really lovely, and she even gave me some of these waffles that she said she made for her daughter. She gave me the waffles, so Bismillah. Ugh, no joke. Delicious. Alhamdulillah, I've had a nice little rest, and I've spoke to the host of my booking.com apartment, and she said to me that if you want to get some nice traditional Bosnian food, which is exactly what I'm looking for, then she said just go out the apartment, turn left, keep walking, and you should see a restaurant supermarket. So I'm going to go there now, and I'm going to try some traditional Bosnian food. I've asked ChatGPT to give me what would be the most popular food, and I can't actually remember the name now, but I'll check my phone when I get there. So I'll have a little bit of lunch there, and then inshallah I will head to change some money. The problem I'm having right now is the apartment is very far away from the main city, the old town. So in order to get there, I will probably try and take the bus, or I will try and find a taxi if I can see one. But I don't think it's likely on this street to see a taxi. Alright, I need to figure out which part of this is the restaurant. It's just like one big shopping centre. Oh yeah. Okay. I've just got to hope that they take card. This was the dish I was talking about. It's called Chevapi, and it's basically like meat and some bread, but it's pure beef, heavily seasoned, I believe. Anyway, I'm going to taste it and find out, inshallah. This restaurant is extremely modern, and you would expect the price to be high, but if we look in the menu, it's actually pretty cheap. So for a medium Chevapi, it's £7, which works out to about £3, around £3, £3.50. I don't know what any of this is to show you, to be honest. Oh, a burger, okay. A burger is £4.50. I don't know if it comes with anything, but £4.50 for a burger is really not bad. Also, I recently found out that the area I'm staying in is a primarily like a Serbian area, so a lot of the people here are Serbian Catholic, they're not Muslim, but obviously there still is Muslims here. It seems though it's the majority religion in the country. I remember when I was a kid, yeah, and like I just remember being in restaurants and like, anywhere, and every man was just smoking up cigarettes, and it's the same here. Like I'm in the middle of this restaurant, but everyone is just smoking. There's even ashtrays in the middle of the table, so you can just smoke anywhere here, which is mad. The Chevapi Papi has arrived. Look at it, it looks kind of oily on top. They must have like put it on the grill after with all the meat juices, which is kind of peng. This is a small, by the way. This looks huge for a small. It came with some, I don't know what this is. It looks like a peppery kind of salsa and some raw up onion and lettuce, which I'm not going to eat. Oh my gosh, it's so greasy. I can't even describe how actually greasy this is. And it's hot. Bismillah. I can't lie though, it's fire. It's like a minced kofta inside of, I would say like a pita bread. Extremely greasy. So if you got heart problems, Chevapi is not the one for you. If you're a young buck like me, then get it down here. It kind of just reminds me of like Moroccan kofta or Greek kofta, just stuffed in the bread. I don't think there's any sauce or anything in there. I think they just season the meat and that's where all the flavour comes from. There's many dishes like this where they don't want to put sauce or cheese or anything with the meat because they think that the flavour comes from the quality of the meat, and if you have a quality meat then you don't want to go and throw a load of sauce on it because you're not going to taste that quality. So I believe that is why they don't put any sauce or cheese or anything in it. Actually, to be fair, they give you the sauce to put in it, but I don't think I really want to eat that. I'm just happy with the meat and the bread, to be honest. I'm a simple guy. So as I showed you at the start, this restaurant is connected to a shop, and just look at the amount of energy drinks that they sell here. This is, it's like a little dose of heaven for me. Anyway, because I'm going up that mountain later to see the Olympic bobsleigh, the abandoned track, I want to grab a little monster for the journey. Seems though I might be walking for a while. It's a bit of a hike. Ya Allah, please tell me they take part here or I'm in big trouble. Did my card work? It absolutely did. Now, the real challenge, finding a taxi. There's never any bloody taxis here. I can't even express to you how mind-blowing and eerie it is that just 30 years ago, there was a war here, a literal war. Okay, I'm editing this video. I just quickly need to mention that the Serbs, what I mean by this is the Catholics, because it was a religious war, and the Bosniaks, when I say Bosnians, I mean the Bosniaks, which were the Muslims. And this area over here was where the Bosnians were living and defending themselves from the Serbs that were just over here attacking the Bosnian land. And look at the building, you can still, look at all them, oh my gosh. Look at the bullet holes in that building. Oh my gosh. I've got goosebumps right now. I don't even know what's down here, but I'm going to go anyway. Oh my gosh, that is incredible. Look at that, man. Is that like an RPG hole? That's massive. There is many new apartments here, obviously that have been built within the last 30 years after the Bosnian War, but there are still many buildings like this one here that are just coated in bullet holes. The whole thing is just full of bullet holes. Insane. And a lot of the older generation that live here, obviously they experienced the Bosnian War. So some of these people that are living in these houses now, they were living there during the war. And one thing I also found out is, on this side that the Bosnians were living, they were digging holes underneath the apartments. And these holes were being used for transporting things such as water, food, medical supplies, guns, ammunition. And that was one of the ways that they defended themselves during the war from the invasion of the Serbs. But just look how many bullet holes are in these buildings. That is honestly shocking. Look at this for a walk. got this beautiful little river flowing through the middle, and we've got the Dobronia, I think that's how you pronounce the area I'm in, the mosque. Inshallah tonight I will go and pray, hopefully Isha or Maghrib there, because I'm going to be in the old town for a while tonight, so I don't know if I'll be able to get back to this area to pray. What I'm trying to do right now is I need to go and exchange money. Like, I've only got like 5-10 euros, and that's it. It's the only money I have to spend, and obviously my card, and I've got loads of English cash, so I'm going to try and exchange some now. And Maps has brought me to a local area, which I believe is a shopping centre as well. So if there's any time I should buy gifts or anything, it should probably be in this area, which is where the locals would buy it. I don't know if it's just my, like, me being naive, but I'd never ever expected Bosnia to be like this. Okay, I've seen a bank over here. I'm going to try and withdraw money off my Monzo into Bosnian currency, and then take my English money and transform that as well to Bosnian currency. Right, I'm in the shopping centre now. I can see the exchange. Thank God for that. Alhamdulillah, this is what I needed. Alhamdulillah, now I've got some money. I just feel like I've got the keys to the city. I can actually move around this place, because without the Bosnian money, you're useless here. Your GBP means absolutely niche. So yeah, if you're gonna come here, make sure you're prepared for that. Also, this trip, I need to find my wife a present. I promised her I'll buy her a present, and if you've noticed, I'm obviously not travelling with her this time. Every other video I travel with my wife, she comes with me, but we weren't able to get the European visa for her. Obviously she has the Moroccan passport, so she wasn't able to come here, unfortunately. But next time, inshallah, I will travel with my wife. I love travelling with my wife, and this trip has made me realise how much I appreciate my wife. But we're here now at a supermarket. I don't think I'm going to be able to get her a gift from there. Oh, I might get her a little hat. Might get her this little hat right here. I wouldn't even call this a shopping centre, I'd call it just a supermarket. I thought it would be like this big shopping centre, loads of shops. It's not, it's just a supermarket with an exchange shop at the bottom and a few little surrounding shops. And just some advice if you are travelling to Bosnia. I wouldn't personally stay in this area myself, however I would, if I was to live in Bosnia, I would live in this area because it has all these shops, big supermarkets, clothing shops, has everything that you need if you were to live here. But as a tourist, you want to be in, I think you'd rather be in the old city. I'm going to head there now for the first time, so I want to see what that's like, and I think that's where most of the tourists are, and the touristy things, because this area is very far from the old town. It's like a 20-minute taxi, and as I've complained about a million times, there's no taxis anywhere. So if you want a chill holiday, you want to just relax, then yeah, this is a nice place. But if you are here as a tourist trying to get in amongst the action, I think the old city is definitely a better spot to go to. I'm going to head back now to the apartment, drop off my passport and a little bit of my money, because ideally, even though Bosnia is a very, very safe place, if you look at the index of this place in terms of crime, it's very low, very low. Now, before I came, I first thought, am I going to get in some sticky trouble in Bosnia? But no, this place is very, very safe. I might regret saying that if something bad happens, but for now, it's safe. There's a kid waving to me over here. But yeah, it's very safe, but still I wouldn't trust myself to walk around all the time with my passport, and it's more so for my own sake of just losing things. Like, I've just thought I lost my apartment key, and I thought, oh well, that's bloody great, first day and I've lost my apartment key. Time has completely ran away from me, so it's 3 PM now, because that nap, it knocked me out completely for a few hours. So I need to quickly get ready, get this taxi, drive over to the cable car that goes up to the mountain, but the latest one that comes back is 5 PM. So I have 2 hours now to get to the cable car, go up, see all the bobsleigh thing, come down, and then explore the market. So inshallah, that is the plan. I need to run quick. Oh my gosh, that is so sad. I've just paid a tenner to get here to go on the cable car. Get to the cable car, it's closed. It's off for service today, so no cable car. A guy was waiting there. I was like, oh, if you want, I'll drive you up. But he didn't even look like a taxi, and I thought, I'm just not gonna risk it. Like, what's the point in me jumping in this random bloke's car who's just like, oh, take my word, like, I'll take you up there. He seemed nice, don't get me wrong, but it's more about the principle, man. I just don't want to hop in a random bloke's car and be like, yeah, let's go up to the mountains together. Like, that's just like asking to get robbed. So this is the main shopping area of Sarajevo. I think this is the I think this is the new market, I'm not entirely sure. All I know is ChatGPT has been an absolute op right now and it's not working. I keep asking it where I can buy a fake football top and it's having absolutely none of it. So I think I'm just gonna have to word of mouth it and ask around and try and find. I want the national fake Bosnian football top because I don't want to, I know the original one's gonna cost me like 70, 80 euros, but I'd rather just pay like 10 euros, get a dodgy fake one, and then at least I've got it as a memory. A bit of history for you. Bosnia is a country that was divided for a very, very long time when it was Yugoslavian by religion. Even today there is still some problems with the division of religion here, and I think that's always going to be pretty much a problem. The majority religion here now is Muslim, so I think the majority of people and the rulers, they want to turn this into like an Islamic central of Europe. But obviously the Christians don't want that, and the Jews, I don't think they want that either. So there's sort of that division still of religion, but obviously everyone sort of gets on in peace now. I just stumbled across this absolutely huge Ottoman looking mosque. It looks incredible. I'm gonna go inside. Well, I can't go in. Why? Brother, I'm Muslim, I can't go in.
No.
Huh? I'm a Muslim. Muslim. Huh? Pray, yeah. Muslim. How's bro trying to tell me no, I can't go in the mosque? Like, bro, I'm literally a Muslim. There's other people in here, but I can't. I'm off with this guy. Thank you, brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
So what happened there was he was tapping to the sign saying, "Oh, no tourists. You can only come at this time." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm literally, like, I'm Muslim, bro. Like, I'm trying to get my prayers in, and you're denying me." Well, I think the language barrier. That's why. I don't think he had bad intentions. I really don't. Oh, this looks pretty good. I don't think he had bad intentions. I think he just didn't understand what I was trying to say. So I've looped back around the mosque and I found this really nice little Islamic shop. So I think I will get my wife a gift from here, like maybe a prayer mat or some tasbih. Oh my god, that is beautiful, that prayer mat. Let me ask the guy how much. Assalamu alaikum. How much are the prayer mats? Salama.
Which one?
The one.
Green or
It's like a creamy white one.
30 marks.
30
How
marks.
many?
I want to buy a nice one for my wife when I get home. Yeah, this one is beautiful. I love this one. Yeah, can I get this one, please?
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. So 30 marks is around like £15, and maybe I can get her another little gift as well. I'll get her a little tasbih as well. And this as well, please.
Okay, it's 8 mark, it's 30,
Okay.
together 38.
Perfect. Thank you so much. There you go.
Thanks.
Thanks so much.
Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
I've walked like 30 seconds down the street and I found another Islamic shop called Tespir. And if anyone's looking for it, it's just down the side of this mosque here. I'm not even sure what this mosque is, but I'll put a link in the description to, well, the address. I'm at an area now called Pigeon Square, and I'll give you 0.5 seconds just to guess why it's called Pigeon Square. It is absolutely caked off with pigeons here. And the reason they keep going back is people, they hold like seeds in their hand. I think these people are doing the same here. They hold seeds in their hand and then all the pigeons just flock and climb on them. Some Home Alone in New York woman vibes. You know that woman with all the pigeons? That's what it kind of reminded me of. Oh mate, just as I was about to give up. Assalamu alaikum. What's the price for this one? 40. That's like £20. Yeah, this should be my size to be fair.
Yes, I think because
Yeah, I think this. Yeah, I think large is my size. What's your best price for it?
40.
Just 40 set,
Yes.
not 30. So the price she gave me for that is about 20 euros, which it's not bad, but it's not great. And the fact that she didn't want to budge on the price, I can't really be bothered with it. I did ask her if she would do like 15 euros, and she just won about it. So I'll leave it at that. And Even this building, look, covered in bullet holes. I assume they're bullet holes. What else could they be? I think it's bullet holes, but that's my guess. Oh, I've just seen a taxi. Oh, missed it again.
Smaller, too young to do that, running around.
Okay, so I couldn't flake out of the plan. I've come up to the mountains now. I took a drive up here. It took about 25 minutes, and everyone keeps saying to me, oh, you can walk back, it's about 50 minutes, but I really don't think I can be bothered to walk 50 minutes down a hill, to be honest. So I'll probably message the taxi driver that I just had. He was a really nice guy, and he was telling me many stories that up in these mountains, when they were attacking Bosnia, they would like fill barrels with bombs and they would snipe down from the mountain. They just throw explosives off the mountain. Am I going up here? Viewpoint, cable car, the road or the path? I'm going to take the path. It's nearly sunset as well, so I've picked probably the riskiest, worst time to come up here. I really recommend, if you are visiting Sarajevo, to come early. Wake up early, like 8 AM, and get out, because like I said, I've had a nap earlier and come out, and it's probably the worst time that I could have done it, because the sun's going to start setting soon, and it's not a time where I want to be walking through a forest. So far, it's what it looks like. There's no other tourists here as well, which I sort of expected. Oh, maybe there'll be a tourist or two. Nope. Solo out here in the forest. And here we are, 10-minute walk, and I've arrived at the Olympic abandoned bobsled. As you can see here, there are still so many bullet holes inside of the tunnel, and that's because as soon as the Olympics finished, just around 10 years later, the war began here, and the people trying to invade Bosnia, they used this as a cover, and that's why it's absolutely coated in bullet holes. The vibe here is one that is quite eerie, to be honest. Like, just to think that so many years ago people were here celebrating, people were happy, they were joyous. The fact that the Olympics had come to Bosnia, and the fact that they had the bobsleigh event running here, and now nothing of it is left. It's so eerie. I can't really describe the feeling. But I'm going to try and get onto the track now, actually. I'm going to take a little walk down the bobsleigh track, and there is a lot of modern art here now, and some of this art actually symbolises politics, because politics is a huge thing here in Bosnia still, due to a lot of religious reasons. We made it to the Olympic abandoned bobsled. There would have been soldiers all setting up base in here with their sniper rifles, their explosives, and firing down through these forests. Genuinely, there is no place in the world like Bosnia. Just this history. I've never really been a person intrigued by history, but even someone who's not intrigued by history, you cannot deny how interesting this really is. To be honest, I wish I had a bike or a scooter or an electric scooter or something like that where I could just whiz down this. And there is no one else here. Now, should you come here and see the Olympic bobsled track? Absolutely, absolutely. And my reason for that is, this is a timepiece, an absolute timepiece. As I mentioned earlier, this was a place that was once celebrated as Bosnia having the Olympics finally hosted here, which was then, less than 10 years later, turned into a war zone. It's crazy. And alhamdulillah, I feel genuinely privileged to be able to see the world like this. There's a verse from the Quran that I will put on the screen now, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala goes and says, see the earth, how he created it. And to just be in the nature like this, seeing such a timepiece something that people hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles away would only dream to come and see something like this. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted me that opportunity, and I feel truly, truly blessed to be here right now. And since there is a bobsled track right next to me, it would only be right to say, Sanka, kiss me lucky egg man. I will put on screen now a video of what this used to look like during the Olympics, and you can see for yourself just the difference, like how insanely different it is now it's war torn. $8 million is what it costs to build the bobsleigh track here, and 30,000 people came here to watch the bobsled. And I think it would be ever so interesting to see someone who came here, like their view and opinion of all this after they came here to watch the Olympics, or maybe an athlete that came here and took part in the bobsled event. I would love to see their perspective on seeing it now like this many years later, after it's been left abandoned and covered in modern graffiti. I think that this would be the stairs as like a bridge over the bobsleigh track for cameramen around the time to record the bobsled event, because as you can see here, the bobsled would have come flying. Oh, I don't know which way it would have come actually. Would it have come that way? Yeah, probably. Flowing through here. And it's all fun and games walking around here in the mountain, but you have to be extremely, extremely careful, because as I mentioned at the start of this video, there are landmines here that still haven't been disarmed, and that's because of landslides, and also people placed landmines and didn't keep track of where they placed them. So always keep to these kind of paths and trails, because once you start heading off these, anything can happen. And I'm pretty sure as a tourist, the last thing you want is paying out a load of insurance to the Bosnian hospital after they're trying to piece you back together. I'm not entirely sure what this would have been back in its prime days. Maybe just, I don't know, parking spot. Looks like somewhere where in England the homeless would have had a few tents up in here by now. Turk crew. Crazy. Subhanallah, more abandoned buildings. Now I'm not entirely sure what they were for, but I do have a good feeling that they would have been used during the war as a place to just camp during the night up in the hills. Also the view from this hill is unreal, and like I said, I'm here at almost sunrise, like Maghrib should be soon, and the mountainous view is insane. Now I would jump over this and run over there, but I'm not entirely sure if that area is safe, so I'm gonna just stick to my wits, and I'm not gonna run over there like a maniac and think I'm someone I'm not. I'm just gonna stick to the track and get back to the old city and grab a bit of food before I head back to my apartment, inshallah. Subhanallah, I am just looking at the most beautiful view I have ever seen in my life, and wallahi, I am not joking when I say this, I have goosebumps right now. Look at this view. Do you know how earlier I was just saying, like, I feel so blessed to be able to see the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like to come up here, see the mountainous areas, the greenery, the views, and to see this. It's just incredible. Allahu Akbar. This might be one of the steepest hills I've ever walked down. Look at that. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. I'm having a whale of a time walking here, but I could never imagine living here. No way. I'm a person who likes peace, quiet and stuff like that, but I couldn't live out here in the mountains. There's just nothing around here. I'm glad I brought me a drink, to be honest, otherwise I'd be dehydrated by now. I don't know if people are actually living here. Some of these just look like abandoned. The reason I'm saying it quietly is because I don't want to be disrespectful, but some of them seem abandoned, but some of them seem active, and there's a bag of cats, so they're definitely getting some grub from somewhere or someone. And subhanAllah, it's just like it's a different way of life. Like, I'm from England, the suburbs of England, and I've not seen much of the world yet, but this trip alone is already making me feel like, you know, I need to get out there, man. I need to see what communities are out there, what people are out there, because this is just incredible. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I love dogs, but I don't love stray dogs, because if that bites me and I get rabies, then I'm in trouble. But I would have petted it, but like I said, I'm not trying to get some disease. I love dogs though, but no thank you. Hey boy, oh my god. He got scared when I said hi to it. I thought he was going to run at me. There's some spray painting on a wall here that says redemption on your mind. I'll never be forgiven. No more friends. No fear. I don't know how modern they are, or if they're just left over from like the wartime, to be honest. Oh, there's a coach here and everything. I reckon people are getting tours up here. And there's me, barebacking it, hiking it, out in the wild, man versus wild and that. The graves of many people that died here defending Bosnia. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant the highest ranks of Jannah to the people that fought for this country and made it what it is today. Have a gander at that lad. Incredible. That was definitely worth walking down that hill for all that. It's about an hour it took me to walk down that hill to get here, but it was worth it. And on the way I almost died twice because the taxi almost ran me over. I keep looking left when the cars are coming from the right because I keep thinking I'm in England when I'm not. But basically I need to get down there. There's a building that should be like about here. I need to get down there now, so I think that's probably about another 20-30 minute walk. But alhamdulillah, it's been worth it. Home stretch, baby. We're almost back. I can see the mosque that I prayed in earlier, so I know I'm not too far now. That was worth it. That was 100% worth it, honestly. If you've got kids, then don't do it because it's a very long walk. But if you're just backpackers and you're into hiking, honestly, do it. That was incredible. Probably one of the best things I've done in my life. That's how you know I've not done that much interesting stuff yet. But inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant me the blessing of being able to travel and show the world through a perspective of a revert Muslim, baby. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? I'm gonna just walk around now and try and find like a kebab or something that's halal and take that back to my apartment. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be real with you because I want to share my honest and true experiences. But that place that I went earlier for the Chevapi, whatever it was called, I don't even know if that was halal now I look back at it. Something in my mind was telling me like, in fact I didn't even think, I just thought, you know what, I'm in Bosnia, everything's halal. But then when I deeped it, I thought, wait, the area I'm staying in is not, I think it might just be like I don't know, I just think something might not be right there. I'm not sure if it was halal and I kind of regret that, but I'm going to do my research and be more careful this time. Hello, now you are talking my language. What's that? Doner kebab? Yes, please. Oh, look at that. Hello. Let's jump in. Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you? You okay? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Can I get, what's that one? Beef?
This is beef, this is chicken.
Yeah, can I get the large beef, please?
Large beef.
Nice one. Thank you so much. Yes, please. Oh, cheers. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care. Assalamu alaikum.
Bye.
As soon as I get back, I'm gonna have to crack a lem sip. I'm feeling sick. This street kind of looks like London, you know. Actually, it reminds me. You know what? Now I think about it, this place, it reminds me really of. Taxi. Oh, bro, come on, man. I always seem to just miss the taxi. The story of my day is just nightmares with taxis. Oh, alhamdulillah. Oh my gosh, that walk was insane. Oh, right. Let me see what this kebab looks like, and I'll show you what it looks like now. This was only €4 for a kebab, which honestly is incredible. Because when I was in Turkey, I was disgusted by the prices. Honestly, I was absolutely disgusted. But for €4, I can't really complain, even if it's rubbish. So, it looks like a baguette kind of bread. Oh, top man. Top man. I asked for a mix, but I don't know if he actually did do me a mix. Yeah, it is. It's a mix, right? That's chicken. Bro, I don't even know what that is. But I'm going to eat it anyway. Let me try it. Bismillah. That is quality. That is quality. Tastes amazing. Honestly, amazing. I'm going to chow a bit of that. Crack one of these bad boys up. Little lemsip. If you don't know what this is, if you're not English, you might not know what this is, but it's basically a cold and flu tablet full of paracetamol, all that good stuff. All the stuff that makes you feel better when you're sick. Because I was already feeling quite sick, and now I've done that walk, I feel like, right, I'm just absolutely finished. So I'm going to smack that kebab back, start editing this video. Actually, I don't know if I'll run to the shop. No, I've still got a Monster in my bag, so crack that Monster, eat the kebab, chill, ring my wife. Life is good. Alhamdulillah.